Yahya was the Messiah, the liberator of the world. He became the emperor, forged his flag and sigils in red and black for the indigenous army, and the lion for the bloodline of purity, authority, and royalty. He later on dies from betrayal by his brotherhood over a ruthless French general that he set free, Rochambeau. His mercy and compassion for the general cost him his life. His brothers believed he lost his way by forgiving a demon like Rochambeau. Some believe he sold the war efforts, and he then became the sacrifice in a ritualistic manner. Inside of a Masonic church, he was cut to 13 pieces, just like in ancient Kemet. King Osiris, and his blood was drained and drunk by many traitors. His skull was sent to the Vatican as collection of a powerful artifact used as a vessel for Masonic rituals, and the war of religious dominance continued. They ventured out to the Old East in modern day.
Dark. It kind of reminded me of the catacombs at the end. If you saw that, these cathedrals and all those bones in the catacombs, what's really going on?
At Sophia Learning, we believe in making education more accessible and affordable for everyone. That's why we offer online college-level courses that are transfer-friendly. We know students are real people with real challenges, but Sophia can be a real solution. Sign up today and fast-track your degree.
How many gems are in the story?
We know the truth down here. You think you from Africa, huh? We got melanated Indians on the wall in the museum in Macon, Georgia, with temples on top of mound pyramids. And you think you from Africa, huh? Let's keep going. We got step mound pyramids tore down in Georgia, and you think you from Africa, huh? Let's keep going. We got whole cities with temples on top of pyramid mounds in Georgia, Macon, Georgia, and you think you from Africa. We got Haru, Horus, the Birdman ideology with a fire pit, just like Egyptians, in Georgia, and you think you from Africa, huh? We got pyramid-type structures aligned with a lion's belt in Macon, Georgia, and you think you from Africa. Let's keep going. We got ancient ancestors' bones taken by the government and never shown again, but you think you from Africa, huh? We got ancient irrigation systems just like the Nile River had, but you still think you from Africa. We know the truth now.
We know the truth. That's what they like to show you. To tell you emancipation. That look at you was on your knees and just the great white man come and save you. Do you see that bullshit? Do you see that bull? That's what you call deconstruction to reconstruction era. They rewrite history, they flip everything, and then insert themselves in. And guess what? Since we are the next generation, the last generation that's suffering from this bullcrap, then we fall victim from these new stories. But the ancient time tell a different goddamn story, and it don't fit none of these people. And that's a fact. Now, stay focused, because I want to show you something, okay? I want to show you something. Now, make it make sense. Now, this is Abraham Lincoln, right? Just make it make sense, though. Why would they want to call this picture on the left every Africanist A? Huh? I want anyone to tell me what would have inspired someone to make a campaign and call this dude on the left African? Huh? I would like to know. Does anybody here know why they call him Africanist? Huh? Why would they call Lincoln Africanist? If anybody here know why, Huh? Nobody's here, know why? Brandon Smith? I don't know what you said. Whitey blood? He was copper? That's right. He was dark skinned. Now, a lot of people talking a lot, and this picture is out there, people losing their shit. But I just want to make it make sense. I just wanted to make it make sense. Okay? Now let me show you this. Make it make sense for me. Now, what is the odd? Okay, what is the odd and what is the universe conspiring to make somebody look just like them, wear the same clothes, with the same features, with the same structures, and out of nowhere, he was not him. That's what they like to show you. That's it. Black and white. This shit makes sense. What is the odd to find a darker one or black versions that happens to be looking exactly like? Now let me show you this again. So when they call this one Africanus A, which one of those two this title fit? Let me say this shit again. So if this dude title fit this picture here, or it fit the other one. Okay, so y'all big kids out here. Y'all get the point. Okay, this is who it fits. So all along, folks, this is your Africanus A. This is what they hide from you again. Listen, they're ready for this live, though. They're ready for this, man. This knowledge we dropping here is going to change lives, and people just going to literally, your world is collapsing. Everything you know is upside down. Okay? We not making shit up. And look at the drip.
For a GLP-1 pill to lose weight? So, I never intended to be super skinny. I've always been a big guy. But because I noticed how unhealthy I felt when I was bigger, I just wanted to feel healthy. My friend told me about weight loss by Hims. Hims is now offering the Wegovy pill,
an affordable GLP-1 that's FDA approved for weight loss. You can get started for just $39 a month with an active Hims membership. You take an online assessment, then connect with a licensed provider.
It determines if a prescription is right for you. Are you ready to see progress? Take the online consultation to get started.
Okay? We not making shit up. And look at the drip.
We not making nothing up.
We not making shit up. And look at the drip.
We not making nothing up. Make it make sense, y'all. This is a long one, man. I'm not done. We still got some more to cover, man.
Because see, there's a reason why they never want to tell us about the empire. They just try to say, oh, well, Haiti have an empire and the empire didn't stand. Let me say this again for some of you guys out there really slow with it. In case you don't put the brain cells, because your brain cell is completely brainwashed or probably your arrogance. Understand, ain't no slave. Let me say this one more time, folks. Because some of y'all really, they're super geniuses like that. Ain't no slave from Africa that's going to come to the bottom of a boat, that's going to come here, that don't know nobody, they have no oral history, they have no lineages, they have no connection, that's going to create an empire. Let me say this again. Maybe y'all still don't get it. To be an empire, you need bloodline. An empire is a tradition of bloodline. That means you come from a group of people that come from powerful lineages, or people that have connection, or people that inherit power. Ain't no slave from Africa that don't speak the goddamn language, that don't know nobody, that's gonna come here and eventually come from nothing. You don't even know how to read. You better yet don't know nobody in the goddamn place that you running an empire. It is impossible. But this is how smart we got to brainwash. We were so completely bugged out. This is what you call a spell. You have Haitian folks out there, those that call themselves scholars, and within the Haitian community, repeating the same nonsense. They will tell you, yo, yeah, you know, we was running an empire, but how the hell you run an empire as a slave? They're just to show you the oxymoron. Ain't no slave can do that. Okay? So therefore, they did that to us because they don't want you to know since the 1492, Haiti was still an empire since and beyond that time. Okay? Because what you call, let me say this again so you know the roots of the empire. The roots of the empire start with the old Meccas. Let me say this again. The roots of the empire start with the old Meccas, what you call the old Mecca. The old Mecca is what you call the Totoshi, okay? The Totoshi is where it starts. That was the mother of all empire to the continent. This is where it starts, okay? The Totoshi start the empire. It starts with them. Then, when you start having different outside, let me take this again. Europe was not, a lot of people talk about this, okay? What you saw in the top was this little hat. It's not a hat. This is actually a Moor's fat. Let me see this. This is the Moor's fat, okay? The Moorish fat. So I want to be clear for some people here because you've always got confusion. People always said, oh, we were Moors. No, let me say this. The Moors we were was the M-U-U-R. The M-U-U-R is us, the Moor. There's different spelling, okay? So there's a difference between feathers and actually fats. What you saw hanging here is the fats, because this represent when we destroyed, when we kicked out the Spanish, we hang every single Moor, the traitors, those fats Moors. This is a symbology to tell you that we hang them, the ends of the Moorish, the foreign, the Spaniard, all the Spanish. When they said Spanish, understand Spanish were the Moors. Let me say this again. The war we was going through, dealing with the Spaniards were the Moors. It was still the Moorish Empire, the Mauritanians, all of these Arabs. Understand that. This is a part of telling you their reign is over in the continent for good. While we hang the feds hanging on the tree of liberty. That's what it means, liberty. All over TV, and they trying to always make her look like she's some sort of a Sambo African person, and she's a maid and all that, and not knowing this woman still doing what her ancestors was doing with the hair wrap. We assuming this head wrap has to do with slavery. As opposed, this is what our Maya ancestors, this is the Olmec, right? This is Maya tradition. Look at the phenotype. Huh? Now, I want any one of them to show me if they fit this phenotype or if they fit the head wrap. I mean, this shit even gets so bad. They're like, well, it's because it was in slavery. They don't want us to have our hair out. We have to cover our hair and have a head wrap, not knowing this is not true at all. That's your ancestors was doing. This is genetic talk. This is genetic activity. You were not doing this because of your hair. You was doing it because this is what your ancestors, this is part of your culture. Okay, listen now. You got some suckers not talking, but listen here. Listen. This is right here. Mardi Gras. Okay? Mardi Gras. This is in New Orleans right there. Understand, what we call Mardi Gras, is nothing else but a veneration of our ancestors. This is a celebration for our ancestors. I don't see any one of them dressed like that. Listen here. Listen, they don't even have carnival because carnival is what we've been doing. See, a lot of so-called Dominicans gonna call themselves to be indigenous. Ask them when the last time they have a carnival. Matter of fact, I'm even gonna go there. Show me a carnival in the 40s. Because you gotta take it back. I have to bring it to a 40 timeline because the 40s, this when they start to show you videos of certain culture. And that's in the period to know if you cap. Listen now, I have not listened. We got receipts for days, man. We ain't gonna stop, man. We ain't gonna stop. Now, understand, this is in Peru. Because I remember one of this crazy little sucker. I wasn't alive I think like four. Okay? Read this. It's good for you. It's fundamental. It's fun to your mental. So you just go through the process. So for all of you native folks out there, understand what you are. Okay? So, you read it. Huh?
What?
You are what? A native born.
Yes.
You are established inhabitant over those that immigrants. Those of what? Immigrants. Understand, when you said native, when you talk about your Tainos, when you said you got Taino blood, you talking about the foreign people that got here. Okay? These foreigners what? Asians. These foreigners what? Interbaskins. These foreigners what? Siberians. These foreigners what? What you call Alaskans. They are the foreign. And they meet with us here. So once we have babies with them, these babies were born here, they become Native Americans. Okay? But the people that was occupied this land before foreign people, it's us. And we have the artifact to prove it. This is in Peru.
3. Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to help people save hundreds. 1, 2, 3.
Liberty Mutual.
Nailed it. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Kellogg's Frosted Flakes is simpler than you think. It's made with 4 simple ingredients and vitamins and minerals, plus the added benefits of milk. It's the nutrition you need to make you well.
It's Peru. Look at the drawing in the wall in Peru, folks. Look at the top one. Look at the dark skin. Look at the phenotype. Because this brother, I remember 3 days ago, he said, yo, man, your name is named Freedom.
And bread.
Let me say this again. Europe was dying, so Columbus got here by coming to the empire and asking for help. And then we lost it all. But as opposed in IT still have that culture because they were the last remnants to fight while the empire still collapsed. But they still maintained some things because the spiritual practice was still intact. So they maintain the traditions till now. But they still believe it come from Africa, both ends. This is the only problem with them. They just show you the power of education. Even though the Haitians know, they maintain the culture, but they believe that culture comes from Africa, both ends. That's the power of education. Just like BTs in the South, okay? South Carolina. So they thought that culture comes from Africa. And better yet, they never seen anything, any drawing in Africa, any murals in Africa, any houses in Africa, proving the existence of this culture. They just said it because that was a part of the education, which we all been brainwashed. Oh, you come from Africa. So you assuming just because you come from Africa, that means whatever you do culturally must come from Africa. This is how your subconscious works. That story creates layers upon layers of lies, layers upon layers of brainwash. So everything you do, you automatically associate it with coming with Africa. As opposed to the truth, all of these evidences right there in the world in Mexico, showing you where all of your things that you didn't even know about, all of it is right there in Mexico. To remind you, this is where the culture comes from, not the other way else. And this is what's so funny, just to show you how the brainwash is no joke. Because now, even your little common sense will not be able to kick in. You see, the brainwash is so deep, your common sense does not even allow you to just resonate for a quick second. How would you believe this culture comes from a different continent as opposed to another place that's right there with you within the continent? How would you believe that? So for some of my Dominican brothers here, look at the person talking. This is their talking. It's here. I'll just write it down. That shit is the thing. So you think that for have hair in the front. So we therefore look at the picture phenotype and look at the aspect of the bottom, then you see what the resemblance look like. Now, if you don't believe me still, look at another aspect sculptures or artifacts. Look at the nose, look at the face feature. And what's so funny and crazy about the artifacts, they even paint the artifact. They paint them brown skin, what you call black skin, our skin tone, to make sure they remind the next generation who they are. Now, look at ODB. ODB looks just like the sculpture and he looks just like the bottom drawing. We are not making this up. Okay? So, shout out to Earth. As we can see here, okay? Listen, man, these folks have hurt. I would have hurt too. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was you, I'd be hurt too. Because you looking at your bubble being burst wide open like that, they just split your wigs wide open. Huh? They just split your wigs wide open. So everything you've been knowing is a freaking lie. I'll be hurt too. Because in the back of your mind, what are you gonna have to show now? What are you gonna say? Because you know y'all been holding on to this so-called title to shame people, okay? Because y'all been using this title to shame people, not anyone. It's almost like, behave. Oh, this ain't you. Oh, shut up in my lane. Really? My people always helping anyone. My people welcome all of y'all. Hey, my people teach and educate y'all. We civilize y'all. We never use our knowledge or our way. If y'all get this far in this world, it's because of us.
Hey, it's getting real. Shout out to that angry chief for this information, yo.
Phenotype never lies. What you see here, let me say a big shout out to Miss Fletcher, yo. Okay? She's the oldest living person that survived Tulsa. And once again, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Tulsa was the last outpost of the destroyed empire. The last little outpost of the empire where our people was out to the Trail of Tears. We moved down there and we rebuilt over and we were thriving before the European Union.
You can make a song using only your voice. Let's start with the drums. I'm gonna hit drums and click cover. Yeah. Perfect. I feel like the song needs a rhythm.
What's in it?
Changing it to guitar. I'm gonna type in rhythm guitar.
What do you think?
Okay, so now we're adding some bass.
Here I come. Yo, OG outside.
Yeah, I like it.
I was playing the game and I hear the door. I'm like, who the fuck knocking on my door? The dog started barking and shit.
Pulsing and being sing.
But I'm in a fucking ranked match, man.
I'm gonna copy the synth to the main track. That's not a shaker.
That's what it is. That's the truth.
I'm going to click on percussion, and here I'm just typing in shaker and taking it over.
I just told you that 3 times. I just said, I was sitting there playing the fucking game, and then OG knocked on the door. And I said he outside, and the dog started barking, but I'm in a fucking ranked match. I didn't know he was fucking coming or nothing. He out there, you can tell him that. You gotta give me a fucking second to finish. I'm almost done. Oh, man. Cause I got another round, I gotta clear my